anybody notice I was wearing red for True Blood? Because I didn't plan that. That just happened. Coincidence. Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about one of two of my big summer guilty pleasure shows, and that is True Blood. So it's the final season now. I don't know if you guys have been keeping along with all the other seasons, but I'll be honest. Season 5 and Season 3, bad. Did not like. So I'm really excited for Season 7 because it looks like we're going back to the beginning. To the roots, back to what made the show good, and that is vampires. So, without further ado, let's talk about this premiere episode. Now, if you haven't watched the episode, I suggest that you hit pause on this video and go watch it. Don't worry, we'll wait for you. We're not going anywhere. If I look down a lot, it's because I'm looking at my list right there that I'm going to talk about, so I don't go all ADD and forget what I'm talking about. Alright, so let's start here. First thing I want to talk about is Tara. Dead or not dead? What do you guys think? I know they showed Letty May covered in like gooey vampire blood and disgusting, and she said her baby was dead, but honestly, I've been watching TV for a long time, and I used to watch soap operas. Fun fact about me. And if you don't see a dead body or how they died, they're not dead. So I'm holding out hope, even though Rutina Wesley, who plays her, confirmed that she was dead, but honestly, she's a vampire. Vampires are already dead, so maybe she was tricking us. I'm holding out hope that she's not dead, because I don't think they addressed it enough in the issue that she was dead, and honestly, that was a really lame death if she actually is dead, because she died off screen. So, what do you guys think? Do you think she's dead, or do you think somehow she's still alive? The second thing I want to talk about is when the Hepa V vampires kidnapped Arlene, Holly, and Nicole. Does anybody care? I mean, I like Arlene, I like Holly, but if they both died, would I be up at night crying myself to sleep? No. Arlene doesn't really have anybody left on the show who she's connected to, since they keep killing off all her love interests. Holly, meh. I liked her when she was a witch, but honestly, she hasn't been that interesting since. It was pretty funny, though, her birthing all the fairy babies, but, you know, whatever. I think it's just because she's tied to one of the characters I don't like, which is Andy Balfour, so maybe. And then I know, nobody cares if Nicole dies. I had to look up her name, the character's name, because I couldn't remember. I mean, yeah, she's pregnant, scandalous, she's gonna get killed by vampires while pregnant. I don't really care. I don't care about her. Sorry. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Third thing I want to talk about is Alcide. Enough said. I think Sookie should definitely stay with him, simply because why would you not want to stay with that? Anyways, the next thing I want to talk about is Pam and her search for Eric. I think that was probably the best introduction of Pam in a season, rather, that we've had so far. What's your name? And she says, go fuck yourself. So that's what they called her, is go fuck yourself. I think that was hilarious. At first I didn't understand what she was doing while she was standing in the bucket, but then obviously it became clear when the other vampire died in the Russian roulette she played. And I thought that was kind of funny, actually. I don't know how I feel about her not being with the rest of the cast. I don't know if I like her being off on her own. I mean, it gives us some screen time of her, yes, but I feel like she's not connected to the rest of the story right now. But then again, it's only been one episode, so who knows. That is one of the reasons I think Tara isn't dead, is because wouldn't she have felt when Tara died? Because well, Eric felt when Godric died, I know that. So I don't know if it works both ways, Maker and Progeny, but I feel like she should have had some sort of feeling that she was dead. So the next little thing I want to talk about is Letty May, and I know a lot of people don't like Letty May, but I think Letty May is one of the most... Her over-the-top reactions and mannerisms on everything I find hilarious. Granted, she's not a very popular character because she treats Tara like shit, but I think she's hilarious. So anytime she's on the screen, even if she's being a pain in the ass, I'm totally fine with it. I think she's hilarious. Let's talk about how stupid Sookie is. I mean, I know now in Season 7, everybody's over her, way over her by this point. Come on, Struggling to do words. I mean, come on, your entire town was attacked by zombie vampires, and what are you gonna do? Walk home alone in the dark. That seems like a great idea. I mean, nothing's bad has ever happened to you. Oh wait, you got your back ripped open by a Minotaur woman. Okay, so yeah, let's just go walk out there again. She consistently makes terrible decisions, which is really irritating as a viewer to see her make the same bad decisions over and over and over and over. So I thought that was stupid of her. I mean, come on. It's been 7 years of this show. You should have known better by now than to walk home alone. I mean, granted, nothing happened to her besides she found like a gross like corpse in the woods, but still. Let's talk about the vigilante human vampire hunter groups. Does anybody care about that? Every time they showed up, I was immediately annoyed because they were eating screen time for what should have been showing characters I actually care about. And instead we have these idiot people running around hunting the Hepavi vampires. I mean, Jason and Violet interacted with them, and then basically the next scene later they were already at the slaughterhouse. That doesn't even make sense. Did they teleport there? Nobody cares about them. They ate screen time, and that made me annoyed. I briefly just mentioned Jason and Violet. Does anybody care about Violet? Because I don't. Their scene where they had sex on top of the car was alright, just because now I don't have to listen to Jason bitch about how he never gets to sleep with her. But other than that, I don't care for them as a pairing, really, so if she bites the dust, I'm fine with it. Because I really think that Jason and Jessica are the end game now that Hoyt's gone, so now we just have to sit here and suffer through Violet until the end of the season when he ends up with Jessica, probably. Let's talk about Lafayette, because Lafayette is a lot of people's, favorite character. I shouldn't say favorite, one of their favorites. And he got some screen time in this one. I liked how he said that he wasn't sad Tara's gone, he was relieved, because she's already died once, which we know. And I thought that was kind of a sad scene, but also, holy crap. You cannot fool us, True Blood, because I can see it right here. Here it is. Can you tell me what the shape is? Okay, that's not a shape. Triangle. James, Jessica, Lafayette. What do we think about that? Do we think James is good for Lafayette, or are we still in mourning over Jesus? Because I slightly kind of am, so. I'm still holding out hope that there's some way Jesus can come back, even though I know he can't, but still. Where's Eric? I mean, I know that HBO and the showrunners are trying to make us feel like, oh god, he could have burned to death on the mountain, but let's be honest, no. Just no. And I don't know how long we're going to keep him off screen, how many episodes it's going to take for us to find him, but I hope it's soon. This is the last season. We're wasting time looking for him when he could be on screen, and I think it's a disservice for him not to be on screen because he's involved in so many different people's storylines where he should be here by now. Although I do like that it gives us some screen time in the future, probably, of just him and Pam, and maybe at some point Willa, which I'm kind of okay with that, but I want him to get back to the rest of the story faster, sooner rather than later. What do we think about Bill and Andy at the slaughterhouse, those scenes? I thought they were really well shot, but I think, again, the vigilante humans kind of ruined the scene for me because once they got there, it became pretty obvious that they were going to try to, hurt Bill and that Andy would trick them. I don't know. I just didn't find that very surprising, and again, I was annoyed by their existence because they were eating up screen time. So, and then we end the episode with Sookie going to church the next day, and she goes to comfort Letty Mae and basically has a breakdown / tantrum in the church. The people are all calling her a whore, and that they're blaming her for everything that happened to them, but honestly, I don't know where they're getting that connection. She didn't bring the Hep V vampires. That was like a crazy right-wing poisoning thing going on there with Sarah Newland, so I don't see why Sookie even has anything to do with that. Those people are stupid, but whatever. I did like that she basically told them, I can hear whatever you're saying, so why don't you just say it to my face like Letty Mae? I thought that was pretty funny. I don't really understand the logic for her saying she knows vampires in and out better than all the rest of them. I mean, yeah, they've been in and out of you, but I don't know if that gives you the expertise on vampires, so I don't know. Tell me what you guys thought in the comments below, and please be sure to subscribe, because I plan on doing, a video for every episode of the season, and I do watch Big Brother. That's my other summer guilty pleasure, so we can talk about that. I plan on doing videos for that too, so yeah, go ahead and subscribe, and I would love to hang out with you guys and talk some True Blood again. So, till next time, see you later. Okay, so totally forgot to talk about one of the other major storylines, which was Jessica and Adeline hanging out, keeping that Hep V stalker vampire from getting in the house. What did you guys think about that? I thought the scene was good, but at the same time I thought it was too long. I think it ate a lot of screen time. It was supposed to be really like, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Intense. That's what I'm looking for. Like tension. And I felt like since it took so long for something to happen, I kind of was losing interest. But I did think it was a really well shot scene. I thought it was really cool that they were having that standoff when the sun was coming up, and that Jessica actually didn't kill her, because I think Adeline really needs someone her own age to talk to. So, okay, I promise we're done now. But I wanted to bring that up because I forgot about it. So, yeah. Okay, next time. I will see you next time. This is it.